How you doing, BIM Dublin 2019 to 2020 year group? I hope you're all keeping very well and staying safe as usual. Again, thank you for showing up to the classes online. Again, only online because of these current restrictions until at least the end of the month. But now I just read the news that they might be extending the restrictions for a lot longer than that, which is probably it's probably until like late February at the earliest, I presume. But I don't know the exact news yet, but we will know once we receive the news. Anyway, thought I'd do now another quick masterclass episode for you, just because I have no class tomorrow because we had no pre-pro, like us songwriters had no pre-pro this week, and because there's nothing tomorrow and I have to continue working on the assignments to submit, I thought I'd do this quick masterclass video now that there's a bit of time. That's why I'm back with the light and that it's very dark outside. Anyway, so this is for the next masterclass episode, and this one is for Dear to My Heart. So again, do the same thing as before, talk about how I got the title, then I give you some of the lyrics, then play it on the guitar, and then play it with the beat on the drum machine. And then again, if there's time, I'll play it on the keyboard, with the keyboard sound. So, the title, Dear to My Heart. I kind of wanted to write another love song that kind of relates to fantasies. Because in the context of my assignment, I actually chose Dear to My Heart for the assessments. I kind of thought now's a good time to do it for a masterclass episode. So what I thought I'd do is I'd do it as I basically would do this one as the one. So I was actually inspired by the song Dear Heart by Thin Lizzy, like the song title Dear Heart, which is on their 1974 album Nightlife, which I have in my CD collection somewhere. Just give me 1 second if I can get it for you. Oh yeah, here we go. It's this record right here. Alright, just making that. Okay. So, and yeah, I kind of wanted to write another love song about this girl, like this real life girl, probably in college, that I thought that she was very dear to my heart, and just by personality, and not only just by how they look, but also by personality too. So I was very inspired for that, and that's how the title Dear to My Heart came to my mind. Now for the lyrics. The opening line is, well, there's this girl who's so dear to my heart, and then I repeat that line, and I sing that in a strong emotion of love when I sing it. Like, it's one of those tracks where I'm singing in the lower pitch. And then the next line that goes, wherever we travel, we're never apart. And that's a line taken from Bob Dylan's song Sarah, which is from the Desire album, which recently celebrated its 45-year anniversary. That is such a great Dylan album, I think. And I was very inspired to use that lyrics. And then the next line goes, because I wanted her from the start. Meaning that the first moment I saw this girl, I said to myself, I definitely want her from the first day I saw her. Because I was very inspired by the opening line in the Monkees song, We Were Made for Each Other, which is on the Birds, the Bees and the Monkees, with the line that goes, I wanted you from the first day I saw you. First day I looked into your eyes, that's when I knew that I would adore you. It was no surprise. So I thought, for my song, I'd say, wherever we travel, we're never apart, because I wanted her right from the start. And I also sing that in a very form of excitement. Like I raise my voice into a form of excitement, which I think is pretty cool. So that's that one. Next, the second verse goes, well, she knows that I fancied all the girl bands when I was growing up. Because all the girl bands that I love and still love to this day, Little Mix, the Spice Girls, the Saturdays, Fifth Harmony, the list goes on. And me talking about how I fancied each of the members growing up, and still do to this day until I get my own true love. And the next line it goes, I feel pretty bad if we were to break up, especially if she wore makeup. Like, when I see girls wearing makeup, and then if I was dating a few of them, and then if they break up, I would feel distressed about it. And I was like, oh God, why would she leave me when she looked brilliant in makeup? And then the next line goes, and even when we have children and they're all grown up, like, I think nowadays, like even back in the 70s, I think kids who grew up, their parents now may have divorced. Now they have and some of them have well divorced now that after the kids have grown up. So very inspired by how like males get married to females several times and having like half brothers or half sisters. So I kind of wanted to reference that. Right. Now the next one's really important. It goes, "Put on the Perry Edwards, Your Love Makes Me Feel Like," which basically is me talking about trying to put on a track that relates to love on basically any song from Little Mix that relates to love. And then the line "Your Love Makes Me Feel Like" is taken from the song "Your Love" on Glory Days, which is just right here. Hold on. Which is just this one right here. Love this album. And then, to me, that line is great because me and her are so alike. I also reference it to like having like living in fantasy, like having a fantasy or living in dream worlds with your celebrity and your real life crush too. Because not only just about living with your celebrity crushes, that would really only be in like Celebrity Crush Fantasies, which is a song you'll all expect to hear pretty soon. And then the line goes, "You know that I've been waiting for you. Don't leave me standing all by myself because I ain't looking at no one else." Which I took from the song "Move" by Little Mix on Salute, which is this record right here. An album that I was well received, but not big. But nonetheless, it's still a really good album. I can tell you that. But so taking that line, I was very inspired by the Hootie and the Blowfish line and "Only Want to Be With You" with the "Put on a Little Dylan sitting on a fence." Sitting on a Fence taken from "You're a Big Girl Now" from Blood on the Tracks. And it's actually the album's anniversary today. 46 years ago, a great Dylan album was released. And then they quote extensively from "Idiot Wind" with the "Said I shot a man named Gray, took his wife to Italy. She inherited $1,000,000 and when she died it came to me. I can't help it if I'm lucky." So for my song, I decided to take the line from "Move" with the "You know that I've been waiting for you. Don't leave me standing all by myself because I ain't looking at no one else." And then in the Hootie and Blowfish version, they were like, "Ain't Bobby so cool?" And I say, "Ain't Perry so cool?" Which is true. And then I mentioned something else. And then also when they mention "Yeah, I'm tangled up in blue," I decided to mention "Don't play no more sad songs." Because I might feel bad and it could make my mind and health feel very bad. Like sometimes when you listen to sad songs, you can feel a bit depressed then for a while. So yeah, that's all there is in terms of the lyrics. Now what I'll do is play a bit of the music for you. So I just need to get my capo. Now the song is based on the Booker T and the MG's version of Ray Charles' "I Got a Woman." And even Elvis covered that song too. So the MG's version is more... Of course, it's instrumental. The Ray Charles version is in A with the "I got a woman way across town that's good to me. Ooh, yeah. Then I got a woman way across town that's good to me. Oh, yeah, she is." And, you know, some other songs sound similar too. Like, for example, Buddy Holly's "Early in the Morning" sounds quite like this. It's like that's G, that's E flat. This is more, "You're gonna miss me early in the morning, one of these days. Oh yeah, when you're gonna want me." So he uses that, whereas for my song "Dear to My Heart," I'm more like this, but I actually have a different intro. I'm more like, sorry. That intro, I was very inspired by, what's the word? Oh yeah, I was very inspired by the Brad Paisley song, I forget the name of the song, but it was in the Cars 2 movie with the... So I kind of wanted to use a riff like that, and then my one goes... kind of wanted to use it like a similar playing in the rock and roll style. You know, that I can use for like that, and then that like the way that some people would tend to do. Anyway, now what I'll do is get the keyboard and then play with the drum sound, like for the drum machine. Oops. It's gonna be a bit of a tough. It's gonna be quite tough now, actually, because of the. Actually, no, wait. I thought it was gonna be tough, just in terms of trying to get the keyboard to stand straight. But then again, I was wrong. Okay. So what would be the tempo now? If we go to rhythm and rock, let's try it at Okay, I'm gonna give it a go and just see what it's like at 150 BPM. Perfect. So again, same question as always. Are we bored? Yeah, totally. I mean, now, we were meant to be playing these songs in the college, but obviously due to the restrictions we couldn't. And this was where I was going to get a band behind me. But what I might do is I'll put the lyrics into the chat as always for you guys to sing along with. And, more importantly, for you BIM 2019-2020 year group, I can share you what criteria was required when performing the song. Well, actually, I might give it to you for another song too. Right, so here's Dear to My Heart, the music. Okay, sing along. I think it works pretty good at that beat. So that's pretty good. I'll just put the guitar over here to the side. There you go. So that's it. That's the Masterclass video for Dear to My Heart. Hope you all enjoyed it. Again, continue to stay safe, and we have one more week left now of January, and then hopefully for February we can have our on-site classes as normal. Depending on, well, just for the essential practical classes, because we're still online for the whole of this year. Best of luck with all the work you guys are doing, and us songwriters doing the rationales, and then you guys doing, and then all the rest of us doing the business assignments, which I hope you guys are all keeping well on with, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Thank you very much, and stay safe.